Welcome to Bitesize Piano. In this tutorial I'm going to teach you how you could play as an accompaniment Under the Bridge by Red Hot Chili Peppers. So I'm going to teach you the riff that you heard in the beginning, so the intro guitar riff, and then I will teach you the chords basically so you can sing over it or someone else can sing over it for the rest of the song. So I've left where you can access the full chords and lyrics, and that's linked down below. So I've also linked my rock alternative tutorials playlist as well. So we're going to start with the intro. So here's middle C as a reference. If you locate that pitch on your keyboard or piano, I'm going to teach both hands at the same time. So obviously we're trying to mimic what the guitar is doing. We won't be able to exactly achieve the sound because there's slides and hammer-ons and stuff that we can't replicate as well on the piano. So the left hand is going to have this D major position. So the first chord, if we were to call it chords, is based around D major. So you're going to play a D in the right hand with this D, and then an F sharp, then an A, then F sharp, and then a D again in the right hand, followed by the A. So together. Have this. So it's C sharp, B, A, G sharp, F sharp. So when we hit that F sharp, the right hand is going to play the C sharp there. So it's going C sharp, F sharp, C sharp, and then an A sharp, then an F sharp. So do that again. So I join it together, what we have so far. And then we have this another, a walk down. So it's F sharp, E, D, B. And then we go back to this first D pattern again, so the D's together. F sharp, A, F sharp, and we have a little, so D, D, and then the A. So I'll do it again from this lead down. And then we have, this is where we can't, it's like a dun dun. John Frusciante is playing the power chord, sliding it up one and then playing the chord. So we can just go, so it's a D and an A. So we're playing in fifths, and then E and B, and then to the F sharp shape again, so it's based around F sharp major, so C sharp and F sharp. Do all that from the beginning, and then you repeat all of that again, just the ending's a little bit slightly different. So I'll play it from the beginning until the very end of the intro, and I'll just teach you the very, very last part. After you've gone, we're going to play the C sharp, then A sharp, F sharp, C sharp. So that is the riff. So I'll do it a little bit quicker this time. The verse. So I'm going to teach you the chords now for the verse. You can add the left hand root note in there if you want to. I'm going to do that just to give it more depth. So we've got an E major, so E in the left hand, and the right hand second inversion, so B, E, G sharp. Then that changes to B major, so B in the left hand with B, D sharp and F sharp in the right hand. And then C sharp minor, so C sharp in the left hand, and then second inversion, these notes of C sharp minor, so G sharp, C sharp, and E. So I'll just teach you the chords first, then we'll go over the timing. And then we have G sharp minor root position into A major, so that's G sharp in the left hand, and then G sharp, B, D sharp in the right hand, into A major. So it's A in the left hand, and then A, C sharp, and E. Let's go through those chords again. So E major, B major, C sharp minor, G sharp minor, A. The general feel for the majority of the song, the chords are going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So the second part of the verse is what I just played there. So the E major, B major, C sharp minor into A. So on the screen you can see the chord progression. So you do that chord progression twice, and then at the end we have this. You can play it however you want to divide the notes between the hands. So it's an E major 7 chords. So it's E, G sharp, B, D sharp, like a zigzag. Just play it in one hand if you want to. And then you repeat all of that again for the second verse, which is straight after the first verse. So I'll just demonstrate the verses now. I just need to sing an octave higher because I just can't, I just don't have that really low range. So it's just the reference. So sometimes I feel like I don't have a partner, and sometimes I feel like my only friend is a city I live in, the city of angels. As lonely as I am, together we cry. I drive on a street 'cause she's my companion. I walk through her hills 'cause she knows who I am. She sees my good deeds and she kisses me when they will never worry. Now that is a lie. So that is the first and the second verse. So now if we look at the chorus, there's only 3 different chords. Obviously I'm not being overly accurate with Flea's bass part. I'm sort of giving you a general idea, but I just feel like it makes it just a little bit more complicated. So we've got F sharp minor, which we've not had yet. So I'm going to play F sharp and C sharp in the left hand, and the right hand F sharp, A, and C sharp. So I don't ever wanna feel into E major root position this time. So E and B, and and then E, G sharp and B. This is just how I'm choosing to play it. I don't ever wanna feel like I did that day. So the third chord is B major, so we've already had this chord, but it's we're playing a different way now. So I'm just playing B in the left hand, and then D sharp, F sharp and B in the right hand, back into F sharp minor. So if you wanted to add some of the bass feel in there, that's why if you kind of play with fifths in the left hand, you can play your little finger, your thumb, your little finger, just sort of, and it gives it, you know, they're the kind of the notes it is playing. So we've got so I guess I'm only really doing it on the E chord, and then on the second F sharp minor chord. I don't ever wanna feel like I did that day. Take me to the place I love. Take me all the way. I don't ever wanna feel like I did that day. Take me to the place I love. Take me all the way. And then we've got after we've got take me all the way. And you just play that first chord progression as, like, you can call it an interlude, or you can call it the post-chorus. I don't ever wanna feel like I did that day. Take me to a place I love. Take me all the way. I don't ever wanna feel like I did that day. Take me to a place I love. Take me all the way. And now we're into the third verse. We're just going to play that as same as the other verses. It's hard to believe that there's nobody out there. It's hard to believe that I'm all alone. At least I have her love. The city, she loves me. Lonely as I am, together we cry. I never wanna feel like I did that day. Take me to a place I love. Take me all the way. I don't ever wanna feel like I did that day. Take me to a place I love. Take me all the way. And then this is where we have a whole new set of chords. Quite a nice set of chords. So, and then it's basically these chords pretty much, except one last little bit, to the end of the song. So we have A major. I'm going to play in fifths again. So it's A and E, then A, C sharp and E. And then, listen carefully, it's not an A minor because there's a C in the bass. So you play an A minor in the right hand, so A, C, E, but there's a C in the bass. So we could call it a C6. And then we have a G6. So in the right hand, I'm going to play G, B, and E. And then left hand, I'm going to play G and D. And then we have an F major 7. So I'm going to play F and C, and then A minor again, basically, in the right hand, or you can add the F as well in there if you want to. So A, C, E. Because the guitar part, we have this reoccurring E, which is the top note of every single chord. So again, we have A major, so they're the chords we need for, as I said, basically the majority of the rest of the song. There's just one little bit. So if I just demonstrate the bridge, and this is where the higher voices come in as well. You know the song, you know exactly which part I mean. So it's just this chord progression. So at the end of the chorus, so we've just gone, take me all the way. Last bit is, so it's after he's gone, we've got an F major 7 for, again, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and we've got an E7, which is new, so I'm going to play E and B, the left hand, and then E, G sharp, B and D, but you don't have to play that E if you don't want to. You can just play G sharp, B and D for 2, 1, 2, and then just a G major, so G and D, and then G, B, D. So it's like a, and then it's the voice, the higher voices, like a choir part comes in. So after the F major 7, E7, G, you repeat for this chorus voices choir part the A, C6, G6, F major 7 chord progression 8 times. So I'll just demonstrate that then. And then the outro, it's just a mix of the bass and then guitar. We're just gonna play this chord progression 4 times, just gently, softly. If you want to repeat the odd extra note in there to make it sound a bit more loose, you can have fun and experiment with that. Just on an A major chord. So that's the end of this video. If you would like to leave a request, leave them in the comments section below of this video. I've also left some videos here that I think you might like, so go and check those out as well. I also have a course. Visit bitesizepianocourse.co.uk and you can enroll and start learning how to read music. I'll see you in the next video.